Hey guys, so today we are going to do a couple of things. We're going to review this Cowie and we are going to compare it to a Polaris Turbo S, and we're going to do a simple little mod. Oh, things I like about the Polaris. I love the ride command, the suspension, and I enjoy the speed of the Polaris. Things I like about the KRX is I enjoy the suspension. I like the fact that the doors swing open like a regular auto, and I also enjoy that there's an inside handle in the KRX that allows you to get out without reaching, or getting into the vehicle of the Polaris. You have to reach over, and there's a suicide door if they're not shut right and you're cruising down the trail. Door accidentally comes open, you're hitting brush and trees, which has happened to me before, and folded the door back. It's still operated, but it's just still something I don't care for. The KRX still has the Fox adjustable shocks, just not on the fly like the Turbo S does. Not a huge deal, because usually when you're out riding, you're keeping it in one setting. Now, the one thing that I found with the Cowie that I didn't have an issue with the Turbo S is the top of the doors. The top of the doors have a seam line. See if I can zoom in on this, but there's a seam line here, and it just doesn't stay together, as you can see. I've even tried super gluing it together. The annoying part is, as you can see, it's slightly ledged. There's a lip here. So when you're riding in the vehicle, if you got your arm up on the door, let's say, this is rubbing up against you. Irritating. I've tried, like I said, I've tried crazy gluing that damn thing together because the tabs just aren't sufficient. Being a thin plastic tab, it's a little irritating that you can't get this thing to stay snapped together. So I racked my brain, got on Amazon, and what I did was I got some neoprene tape. And let me see here, let's grab that. The neoprene tape is actually on the seat here. So that neoprene tape has got super strong adhesive on one side. And what I thought I could do is just run a strip across the top of the door, folding it over, making it not only more comfortable, and also helping hold that together, so your arm is not rubbing against that seam line. So I've already installed it on this one side. It actually worked pretty good. I cleaned it off good with some alcohol first, and then after I cleaned it up with alcohol, I carefully started at the front portion and just worked my way down. Excuse me for the camera view. This is with a phone, so it is what it is. But maybe we can get somewhat of a decent view here and see how I've got it rolled over the edge there. And it's actually holding really nice. Again, neoprene, waterproof, same stuff you'd have on your jet ski or a Sea-Doo or something for you to put your feet on and stuff. So it's reminiscent of that. But again, I find it to be a huge help, and it'll actually stop that thing from even coming further apart, because this stuff is pretty durable. It's only like 16 bucks on Amazon, but it's a huge help for those doors. Other than that, some things that I like about the KRX over the Polaris is the seats are actually more comfortable. Now, I don't have the 4-point harness or the 3-point harness that the Polaris had, but it's just got regular seat belts. I kind of enjoy that because, again, I traded in the Polaris because, again, the width of it is actually wider than they say. They say the machine's 72 inches wide. It's actually 74.5 inches wide. Got a trailer, a toy hauler, 75-inch width that you can handle, and the Polaris would not fit in there. So I had to take off oven door, I had to take off all the cabinetry doors, and doing that every time I went out was a pain in the butt. Short of getting a 40-footer or something bigger, it's just not going to work in there. So I got this because the width of it is just a little bit narrower. Now, on to some other things that I like about the KRX. I like the seat comfort, but I also like the fact that both the driver and the passenger seat will move forward and backward, where the Polaris, you're just stuck with the driver's seat going forward and back. Again, the one thing I do miss is ride command, which the KRX does not have. You can get a stereo system for the KRX, and it is mountable in that center section. What I'm going to do is just get a Magellan or a Garmin or something, so I can keep track of my trails and mount it in the center there, and that'll work fine for me. The Turbo S also had some MB Quart speakers in the doors that, you know, obviously had a stereo with it, which is kind of cool, but the stereo sounded like crap. You're not going to get good sound out of a plastic door. So yeah, although they tried, it was a fail. I did get a wet sound bar, which I highly recommend. Those are it's a good system. Now, you're not going to get no screaming bass off it for another like $600, which is outrageous. You can get the subwoofer to go along with it. The other thing I liked about the KRX over the Polaris is the room in the back. There's enough to fit a 32-inch tire back here. Polaris is awful small, so there's a huge amount of space back here. And the other portion, or the other part that I do enjoy about the KRX, is the amount of room behind the seats. Passenger seats moved all the way back, and there's a decent amount of room there. I mean, I can get, physically, I can get two inflatable paddle boards behind the seats of the KRX. There's no way. The best I could do with the Polaris is getting maybe a Frisbee or something behind it, a slimline fire extinguisher, stuff like that. So they're two different beasts, really. Obviously, the Turbo S has got a lot more horsepower, but the responsiveness on the pedal of the KRX, to me, is more responsive. The shifting is a lot smoother on the KRX. With the Polaris, it's notchy. I've had people drive it and they just ground the gears. It was hard for them to get the gears, get it into, and you had to pull it with a lot of force, and it felt really notchy. So that's just a comparison of the two. I actually like the looks of the KRX. The KRX does come with bead locks, well, the Polaris didn't. Stock, which is pretty cool. I've got the whole protection package on this with the sliders, light protectors with the front bumper. Soon to get a winch and some light bars and stuff, but for now, she's pretty set up. And that's about it. I just wanted to give you guys a little tip on these doors. If anybody's looking at finding a fix for those, I think that that trim, again, the passenger door is done. See, this will give you a better view of what it looks like here, but it comes out pretty clean. And again, you can find this neoprene. I think it's like a 2-inch wide by 16 feet long. Stick 'em tape on one side, and then the nice neoprene on the other. It's a good cushion, firm foam. You can tell it's just not going to fall apart with some sun and so forth. Even if it does, you peel it off and put some new on there after a year's use or whatever. But again, let's take one more look at this door. You can see, and the design here is poor. You can see the movement here, and it actually opens up pretty wide. My biggest trouble spot was over here, where it just pops loose, and that's what I'm left with. So no matter how hard I try to get that tab to reseat itself, you can see a little hump right there where I've tried excessively to get this to hold by bending the tab up so it clips into the clip. It's not working. So I think this neoprene is going to be a fix. Hopefully that helps somebody out, gives them an idea if they've got the same issue, which I'm pretty sure quite a few of us are going to have that same issue. It's a clip system that is not the greatest, but I think that's a fix that'll help you guys out. So thanks for watching. Thanks for all my subscribers. I know I haven't made a lot of videos as of late. It's been a while, but since I've made my videos, a lot of subscribers are there for my Tacoma build, which I end up selling that, and I actually built up a 4Runner in the same fashion, except for with King suspension, and did the same bumper setup and everything. Actually sold that and got the Tundra, so I'm going to do a walkthrough in the mods on the Tundra next. But again, thanks for watching. Hope this helps a couple of people out. Sorry for any shaky video, what have you. I don't edit my videos, I just kind of go through in one shot. So it is what it is. Give me your comments, good, bad, ugly, it doesn't matter. Anything helps. Thanks, fellas. Bye.